Hello and welcome to the Isle of Wight Story Festival 2022. This year, the theme is our biosphere. Now, if you don't know what biosphere means, it's the places on the Earth where life exists. Well, there's life almost everywhere on the Earth, in the trees, in the sky, under the sea, even on the edge of volcanoes. I thought perhaps you might like to draw along with me and we could make up something from the biosphere of the Isle of Wight. How about we draw a robin? You know, robins are the only birds that sing all year round. At this time of year, if you can hear a bird singing, it's probably a robin. They have a beautiful clear sound that can travel a long way. But why are they singing? Normally, in the springtime, birds sing to attract a partner that they can raise chicks with. It's a bit like putting on your best clothes and going to a party. But robins also sing to show it's their territory. Other robins are not welcome to come and sit on their branch or sing in their habitat. Sometimes it can end up in a bit of a flutter and a flap. Now, this is what you'll need: some paper, some colouring pencils or pens, and a black pen for doing the outline. I've got here a red pencil and a brown pencil, and this is a fine liner pen. It's a Staedtler pigment liner, but you can use any black pen that you've got. So if you've got a felt tip or a biro or a ballpoint, something like that, that would be perfect. The first thing I'm going to do is, with my red pencil, I'm going to draw an egg shape, like that, and I'm going to colour it in. And this egg shape is slightly on its side, so it's slightly bending over in that direction. Can you see it's not flat? If it was flat, if this was a flat surface, then it would be more tipped up that way. But I'll show you why in a minute, why it's got to be facing that way a bit more. So you have to just make sure you colour in all of that. If you're using a colouring pen, that's fine. Felt tip, or one of my favourites is Crayola Super Tips. They're really nice pens to work with, and you can find them in the supermarkets and they're not that expensive. If you're going to spend maybe £2 or £3 on a set of pens, I would go for the Crayola Super Tips. They're really good. So there we have our circly eggy thing that's leaning over slightly. And now I'm going to draw another one around the outside of it, but it's not, this is not going to be in the middle, it's going to be on the edge. So are you ready for this? Going to go up quite high and then close to our red circle already, and then back up again, and there's another egg shape. Can you start to see now there's a bit of robin in it? I'm going to do some eyes, just the outline of some eyes, one there and one a bit closer to the edge, like that. And I'm also going to draw a wing, just like that. And then I'm going to colour everything in except for the eyes and the red tummy. Very carefully go around those edges. Now you should still be able to see that wing that I've put in there, but if it's not that clear, you can always go over it like that. And now I'm going to draw his tail, which is going to come off at the side here, and I'm going to make a sort of W, a long W shape. like that, and then colour it in. And he needs some pupils in his eyes, doesn't he? Now, depending on where you put them, it makes him look in a particular direction, but also it can give him an expression. So if you put them very close together, it makes him look a bit daft. If you have him looking perhaps one up here and one here, it makes him look like, oh, perhaps there's something happening over there. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to have him looking straight at you. So one of the pupils is going to be right in the middle like that, and I'm going to leave a little white bit right in the centre. That's the shiny bit. And then the other one, instead of it being right in the centre, I'm going to bring it in just a little bit towards the other pupil, just a tiny bit. And you know, that is a really good top illustrator secret. That's my dog whining in the background. He didn't know the top illustrator secret. But that's it, that if you want them looking at you, you have to have one directly looking at you in the middle and one slightly towards the other pupil. And that makes him look like he's looking at you and not looking off into space. Did you know that, Wally? He didn't know that. And then I'm going to do some feet. So just a couple of sticks like that. And then his 3 toes. 2, 3. And they have a little one on the back as well, don't they? Just a little one. Like that. Now, what is he missing? I think he's missing a beak, isn't he? But what we'll do is we'll do the beak with our black pen. So here we go. Mine is quite a thick black pen. Ready? There's his beak. And then I'm going to draw around his eyes. And it doesn't matter if you go over the edges a little bit. That's absolutely fine. And then I'm going to go right the way round. In fact, sometimes I think it looks a bit better if you're not 100% neat. Gives your drawing a bit more character. And that's what I think. And then he needs the black bit in the middle of his pupil, doesn't he? But remember, you've got a little bit of white there. You want to keep that little bit of white if you can. There we go. Now, because I've got a bit of red on his beak, I think we need to colour that in a bit more. So I'm going to find my brown pencil again. Here it is. And I'm going to colour his beak in. Pressing quite hard. There. And I might just... Can you hear that noise? That squishy scratchy noise. Guess who that is? Scratching on the stairs. Yes, you're right. It is Wally. He came to help me do some drawing, but he's not being very helpful at the moment, is he? So there you go. There is our robin. Well, how did you get on? We at the Isle of Wight Story Festival love to see all the things that you make and draw. So if you can take a photograph, ask a grown-up if they could post it on one of our social media platforms. We're on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. Or if you want to email it to us, our email address is iwstoryfestival@gmail.com. Keep a lookout, you might be a famous artist.